Alright everyone, hello, we're back with, well, some more Temtem. So let me make sure the chat's working. Nice, okay. This is day 3 of the patch. Yesterday I was pretty down in the game, and quite honestly, I still am. But, you know, we're gonna give it another solid shot. That's interesting, why is this feathers? Because I don't have enough Novas for it. Alright, so today what I want to do is I want to try out some of those Tems that got buffed that I don't think are really buffed. And I'm just going to give it a few games just to try stuff out, and if I don't like it, I'm going to go back to this team, modify some stuff about it. Because I think I would drop these two. That'll help my fire weakness significantly. And even my digi weakness, because I don't think they're adding anything to the team, especially with Brocklum being how bad it is now. And the Gallus was kind of a goofy thought, but it's too much. I don't think I need to lean that much into the strategy. I don't know why I did that encounter. Alright, so the main three that are like suspects for like what happened in this patch. I guess not even buffs, but like, is Amphitheater still viable despite the changes? Zyzer got buffed. Everyone was so excited because Zyzer has been one of those Tems that's just kind of been in C tier for forever. It's got its niche of being like the hardest hitter turn 1 and sort of 2. But it's missing something, and Drought was not it. I don't think. I want to give Taifu a good go. I was debating on doing a safe retreat team, honestly, but I realized that I don't want to. This is not the direction I would have taken with this trait, and so we're gonna try like a more offensive set. Because there's at least B- and Naga teams. Well, yeah, like the thing is, it has a niche, and it does that pretty well. But it is not splashable, and it doesn't do anything outside of that. And I think it's only being used in Naga teams now because Turok's gone. I don't think Unseen Blow's great. Why would you take Unseen Blow? Hypoxia, you can hit Toxics. What do you even take last? Maybe you just grab Gaia. I mean, depending on what else I fill the team with, maybe it's worth it to just run Naga. Go the lullaby shenanigans everyone's telling me about. Amphitheater. I know Amphitheater wasn't a buff, but I want to give it a try. Alright, so those were the 3 I know, but I don't remember the rest. Mudred I know got buffed. Might give that another go, but the problem is I'll end up with some really mixed speed tiers. Ninja Shield did not get nerfed. Kapire I'm not even going to bother with. Saku I could try, but then we're going to end up with a really bad fire weakness. I think Inky's actually in a fine spot. Mud shower. This is so stupid. I don't know. Oh, I would probably gotta try a Doro. I still don't think this change was that bad. We do have double nature for Emanip, which is like Synergy Master. So I don't think it'll be all that bad, honestly, but I do want to give it another go. But where is Adoro? It is seeming more and more like it's just going to be a Naga team, though. Seriously, what number is this stupid? Oh, it's up here. I hate that. Oh, I still have that up. Oh well, I just put it on the team. Oh, Tolkien. We'll give Tolkien a try. We'll be like the first one to try Tolkien, since it got changed. Turok. I should rename the stream. Like. So I am just kind of throwing all these on a team without much regard for like their synergy. Because without much regard for their synergy, because I just want to try them. If one of them performs halfway as well, then I could make a team around it, but I just don't think it's going to. So I guess that's pretty much it for like direct changes. Any indirect ones? I mean, I could throw Platimus on there just because it's bad. We could give Crystal Tail Zenareth a try, because they're still pushing that. Data Corruption, I think, is actually really good now. I think this is one of the better changes of the patch. Maybe unhealthy, but I think it's good. Won't be able to watch vlog, gonna watch a silly shark movie with the family. Sounds good. Appreciate you stopping in. Silly shark movie is probably more entertaining than this. I wonder if you could make this work with Naga. Could try footwork on something. I don't really want to though. Pollution. I didn't even notice they lowered the damage on Sandstorm. That's so dumb. Why? You asked them, they didn't know. Slingshot Plat. I was debating on putting Plat on this team. I'm thinking it might just be Naga instead, though. I don't really want to. I really don't feel like it. I'm gonna throw Mudred on here again. Wherever Mudred's at. Mudred, yeah, Mudred's early on. You don't want to look at Turok? Well, I'm sorry. So I got 4 water weaknesses, 3 water counters, and I'll just focus on banning waters anyways. Kinda got a bad melee weakness too. I should probably pick up another mental. No, it's not gonna be Naga. Kinu? Maybe Kinu. We could just try. Oh, that's right. Its stamina got reduced. It wasn't even just a pure buff. They're like, nah, we can't buff it purely. Well, Schween though, yeah, we buffed Schween. I still hate this change. This is one of the worst ones. I think the lasting effects of it are going to be terrible. Mix really didn't get changed. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. It's a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of crap. Chucky, hello. How's it going? Do I like the patch? No, I really don't like this patch. It feels incomplete, as Aches put it yesterday, and I think it's a good way to, or unfinished. Both, it means the same thing. It looks like they got around to, like, the changes in general aren't bad. Some of them I do disagree with, but that's normal. I think the worst thing is that they do stuff like nerfing almost, like they nerf over half the winds, like half the natures, and they leave toxics untouched almost entirely, which is really bad and has horrible lasting effects. Mental. What mental do I go? Why are there like 3 pure mentals? Mawala? Do we give Mawala a try? Well, I didn't get changed at all. I've got double nature. We'll just throw Minotaur back on here. I do like Minotaur. Now. I like him now that Ruminants is actually kind of cool. Why the Shween hate? So Shween was actually relatively bulky before when you invest, you know, defensively on it. But now it's not only bulky. We'll try new drought. Now, and it's like you could kill it with a super effective 2x and a strong neutral hit. But if my max special attack Plague from a Botanist Lawali does less than 2/3, that's a problem. Like, let me calc this. I'm pretty sure it did like 2/3 before, even though Shween has like paper bulk. Maybe it did like 70%, and I'm remembering wrong. But I know most Shweens ran at least max HP and double screen. Wait, does it not work at all right now? Oh, it doesn't work at all. I knew it wasn't updated, but I thought it worked. That sucks. I can't even calc it. To make the calc work, you need to slot in 4 Tems. Let's go back there. I could just try the Temtem France calc too, because I'm kind of curious now. I should be able to justify my complaining at least. Slot in 4 Tems. It didn't work, you lied. I don't even know where it is on here. Competitive, Battle Sim. I actually don't know, hardly know how this works. Oh, here we go. Okay, max HP, max special attack, plague, trait. Botanist. Yeah. So I'm not sure if this is before or after the changes, to be honest. So let's see. Where's the Shween? Shween change. Alright, so this is after the Shween change, but without double screen, it does less than 2/3. Without double screen, after the buff. So if you had double screen before the buff, it would have still done very similar damage. You do less than 2/3 with Plague from the Wally, which is like the highest turn 1 nature damage you can do. Aside from like Slingshot, Hostile Shimmery, and Sharp Leaf. So, like, you really can't kill Shween on turn 1 anyways. With just max HP. So it can have max HP and max speed. And still outspeed you. So it'll almost guaranteed get a Fluid Barrier and a Corpse Shield off. On any one target it wants. And that's like optimal. I guess you probably have Prio, so you're probably going to outspeed it on the second turn, but... It's... Shween didn't need it. Shween did not need that. Alright, what was I doing? I think I was building spreads. Rockfall, sure. I don't remember what it is. Shoot, I should have just made these off stream, but I don't even really feel like making spreads. Speedy Ziz, it's not really going to be a good team for Speedy Ziz. Fine, I'll calc it. I wasn't going to, because this one's a pain. Because it's 32 plus 36 plus 16. So it's 74. Because you get invigorized after the piercing wheel. I think you still always go iron coating. Taifu. I don't know, do you go double screen here maybe? First aid kits? It probably is double screen. I was thinking that there was a really good item for it and I completely forgot what it was. I'm sure if I looked closely I'd find it. Maybe I go just heavy armor because speed doesn't matter. Nah. Alright. Oh, I should put the TVs in it though. So 32 plus 33 plus 32 plus 17. And we just go 101 stamina and call it a day. Max special attack. Random has trap tech. Oh, certainly somewhere. I don't know. I haven't really been super interested in the new items. I think they're kind of cool. But at the same time, it's just like, nah. Okay. I mean, you pretty much go relaxed now. You kind of have to because you don't have any offensive pressure with settling. Which sucks. I really feel like Amphitheater finally had a good place, and then they just do this. You can go Sparks to increase the damage the Taifu can do. Maybe, I don't know, I'm still gonna go settling. Yeah, because I don't have, like, target rep. Or source. Yeah, no target rep. So there's no point in having a lot of evasion moves. I'm going like a bulkier team, and I have no prio anymore, so there's no point in really investing speed. So we just go bulky Amphitheater, I guess. We'll throw Sweatband on there anyways. I didn't calc for it, but it'll still be nice for stuff like Sparks. Taifu plus Data Corrupt Luadal. I mean, that would be a play you could make. I think it just requires too much setup. Go like Psy Surge, V-Gust. I usually get Nox Bomb. That's so stupid. Probably Inner Spirit. Because I don't have another mental for Psy Collab outside of Minotaur, which isn't going to be a great board. I could just go Reactive Vial too. I don't have anything else that's going to use the item. Looks like I can get by with just this, the base 61 stam. We'll max out special attack, try and do a lot of damage with it. I'll go like 400 HP. Probably a little overkill. We'll go 300 HP. Throw the rest in defense. Okay. Tolkien. Now, I actually don't know what you do with Tolkien now. I mean, I'm pretty, like, this is surely the move set. They didn't rework Heater yet, so... Still have this. You actually don't need as much stamina investment now that you're not clicking Fiery Soul. Maybe you actually just go like a bulkier Tolkien. Like you'd have no speed invest. I'm not gonna invest a lot of speed on stuff just because I have like Typhoon and Zyzer, which are two of the slower Tems in the game now. And we'll still throw fire chip on it. You need Rockfall. You probably need Earthwave now. Turbine. War Drum's not really worth it on this team, I don't think. Maybe you just go bait like good old times. 21, 24, 28, 63. Trusty bait Turok. Sure, yeah. Dang, Turok's got higher attack than I always thought. Mudrid. Now Mudrid might want some speed. Give it like 265. Go up to 65 stam. Max special attack. I think I need Deluge on this set though, because I do have double mental. I've got two other earth types, so I should keep Quartz Dirt. Maybe I drop Crystal Dust. I've got other winds though. Maybe drop Sandstorm, because Sandstorm's kind of bad now. I'm always going to click Soil Steam. Yeah, that's probably the play. Item... Heck if I know. Marbles, there you go. Perfect. You always go Taser now on your Minotaurs. Like, Taser's so valuable. I'm just gonna... I think I reached like 200 speed. That's actually kind of a lot on this team. Oh well. Stamina breakpoint. What? Oh, I was like, where's the Minotaur? 38. 258, 38. I must have reached a different speed breakpoint. Whatever, we're just going 200 here. Okay, good enough. Find a match. Okay. Just had to ping everybody. Alright, so let's see, what can I talk about? The head charge team. I don't remember why I was kind of mad at the end of yesterday. I think I was just frustrated in general with sometimes being overlooked. I think I was frustrated mainly because like fires and digis just ruined me, and there was enough of them to frustrate me. So I think getting rid of Broccolum and Gialis will help. I do like Mastion. I probably got to change the spread around a bit. I think I invested too much offensively. I remember I had so much offense, like so much attack investment that I hit a Nestle with double Lava Wave and it did half. So I could have hit it again and it would have killed. That's probably too much. What I should look for is just enough attack so that like maybe a Lava Wave into Water Blade kills Zalbian or something. Since I'm going Solidifier, because I need basically the whole reason I want Mastion is I want a water type. I need a water type because of the fires and digis, you know, which even with removing Gialis and Turok are still a problem. And it also works really well with a physical Mimit. So it's nice to have around, I think. I just gotta figure out the spread. If I invest some more in like special defense and defense, I think it would perform better. And then I don't even know what I fill the other 2 slots with. Because like if I have a core of these 4 on the bottom 2, it's pretty good by itself. I might not even bring in nature. I'll probably need something. I don't know. We're playing this team right now though. Goinka, hey, that's cool. I was playing stall and I didn't really bring any anti-stall tech. I have Sparks, I have Zyzer, and I have Beef Up. Let's see, defensive buffs are just 3. Pig, Karen, and Tort. I'm gonna ban Tort and hope for like a Taifu carry. Maybe pick Amphitheater on lead to try and scare off the Volarend, and then pick Volarend Taifu ban, or Amphitheater Taifu ban the Volarend. I think that'd be nice. There's also a chance it's not a stall team, and it's just like a really bulky offense team, because there is a Lowaddle and a Taifu, which is really unusual. We're skipping this song, whatever's left of it at least. I'm sure he doesn't know what he's looking at either. He's probably like, I don't even know what any of these Tems do anymore. Good point, me either. It'd be really funny though. This is like the type of team that I could click Earthwave on Turok. No, my plan in shambles! That sucks. That was like one of my 2 offensive scaling options. And he's probably banning it so he can pick like Volar and Karen on lead. I'm gonna go Tolkien because Tolkien, like, just like having a, even without Fiery Soul, he has Magma Cannon, and having a Burn Machine against Stall is really nice. Yeah, there's the lead. That's what I wanted him not to pick, but I didn't have anything I could do against it. I can pick Taifu. So I'll have to like Windburst, Hypoxia the Volarend turn 1. I'll end up taking a Nox Bomb, but I could heal it off with Leech. Yeah, Minotaur is my other offensive scaling, so that sucks. At the same time, Pig is like his last defensive scaling though. So I'll look at picking a Doro. A Doro in Mudrid probably. Because this could be a game where I can get Deluge off. Okay. I'm gonna pick Turok. Just because Babo is there and I don't want too many Tems that are a liability to it. I know I said I was gonna ban waters because I have 4 water weaknesses, but it's a Baboa, and this is a stall team. Something I've needed to get better at is not banning purely for type chart on stall teams. Like I can acknowledge the defensive buffers. Ugh, Nutbar, Volarend. Okay, that's problematic. I kinda wish I put speed in my Tolkien now. I have to hope I don't die to 2 Nox Bombs. Because if I put speed in my Tolkien, I could outspeed the Volarend and get... Also, it's not going to be Nutbar, it's going to be an actual, like, aerobic Volarend, so this is going to be really, 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 really bad. I probably just lose off lead here. Why do they not nerf Volerand? Why? It's just insane to me. Onto the Tolkien, that's surprising. Oh, look at how bulky Tolkien is now. I die to one more of those combos. You got this. Appreciate it, Foxy. How's it going? And no, this is a really bad matchup for me. If I win this, I'll be lucky. Probably Scavenger. I'm gonna heal all of that, just about. No, it is a stone wall. Okay, I should have used Magma Cannon then. Wow, that is crazy bulky. Used it on himself, okay. It holds off Turok here. Please no Baboa. Okay, that's fine. Good damage. Yeah, that's about the best damage I could do, and it was to like the priority target. So it is nice. I don't know what this tattoo is gonna do yet. How do you get the Temtem purple? So it's a new Umbra. It's like rarer than Lumas. It's much harder to get. You have to sacrifice Lumas in order to get it. But it is pretty cool looking. I think that Volerand's gonna swap. For what? I don't know. I'm gonna gamble on it swapping. It didn't swap, okay. I mean, Mudred's not bad to bring in here. Tenderness. Ugh. That's what it does. Okay. Cooperation. Interesting. So he stays in. Is he gonna attack with Volerand? I can't imagine he would. Oh, if cooperation. I forget that that actually shares stamina. You don't see it very often. Just gonna get as much chip on the Volerand as I can right now. I'm sure there's another tenderness coming my way from that Tattoo. No, yes. See, this game is so I'm facing a stall player. It is a completely different play style than your normal matches. So it may look like I'm winning just health-wise, but I am barely staying in the game right now. Probably a double in on Mundred then. Yeah. Dang it. So no deluge for me. I'm just gonna rest on Turok. Oh shoot, I forgot that I actually... I'm actually gonna swap in type Fu, and then we're gonna go for Synergy Eminip. Just for a little bit of damage on something. Sacrifice. Oh, that was a good play. So that he's proccing his own Scavenger. I wasn't going to kill the Tatter because I didn't want to proc Scavenger. Why is it a lose? So he's getting defensive buffs. He has +6 defense and +4 special defense. Does have Faraday Cage. Oh my goodness, he's got attack invest too. Why do you have attack invest on a Lowaddle on a stall team? You can hear now? The game's already over, I lost. So he's got defensive buffs. He's got +6 defense and +4 special defense. I did barely kill his Volarend. So maybe there's some world where I can win, but it's not likely. Essentially, this thing is going to be so hard to kill, I just won't be able to kill it, and it'll be able to kill me, and that's a problem. He's running out of stamina quick, at least. I don't mind taking damage on Turok as long as I just don't die. That's great damage on the Lowaddle. Psychosis on Taifu. That makes sense. I don't have anything to stop that. I have Gaia, but that doesn't help me enough. Yep, Doom kills me as soon as the timer's up. Because of he doesn't have any that like bulk investment on his Lowaddle, I might be able to win. I need him to swap his... I forgot about that too. That's an option for him to give himself another free. And then I barely OX. What is this set, man? Gaia Emanip. Too late now. That would be the last thing Adoro does. They'd just kill it anyways, and then I'd still be toast because I need Adoro to kill Babua. Two sacrifices. You never see them move. I just didn't even consider it. I don't think Leech alone kills. Leech with no offense invests. Didn't kill before. So why would this one? And then even if I do kill the Cowrin now, like I have to take too much damage on Adoro, I never kill the Babua. That willpower drain screwed me. I might have stood a chance if I didn't, because I could have leeched last turn. And then if I was in range to Turbine this turn, it would have been worth sacking. See, now that was pointless, because I always OX and die here. And now, since I was actually faster than the Babua, I wish I Turbined. I could have won if I Turbined. And now from our now from earlier, like I know that his stupid Cowrin is actually faster than me. Yeah, it's just I lose. Yeah, double sacrifice on a Cowrin, which gets free heals from sacrifices, is painful. And so it's willpower drain, Stonewall, Psychosis, Soil Steam. So he has no Roar, no Petrify, willpower drain. GG's. I mean, it's good to see something a little more interesting, but that sucks. Oh, I wasn't Q. Yeah, Taifu still feels bad. Amphitheater got banned. Drock didn't feel all that bad, to be honest, but that was a stall match. He also had random speed invest and offense invest on stuff. Like, why do you have attack invest on that Lowaddle? I think there was some on the Tataru as well. No, I don't know, though. Here we go again. Boy, oh boy, am I glad they didn't nerf Toxics. Or Stall. Probably Hopeless Tonic on something. I actually haven't seen a single Hopeless Tonic proc yet. I've seen one on a Shell Lance, but it never procced. I feel like there's so many better stall items than Hopeless Tonic, though. Maybe banning Tort's not the play. But yeah, I wanted to free up my electrics, and that's the best way to do it. What's gonna stop her from picking Nidrasilk Volgon? Oh, I guess they still pick Voloran because it's the stupidest Tem in the entire game. I like this plan. So I banned Nidrasil. And then we just like test the Prison Hypoxia, try and kill the Voloran before too much crap happens to it. No Tolkien, fair enough. Definitely getting rid of the Nid then. Unfortunately, that makes me leave the pig. And so that's a possibility of 3 Earth resists, and I've got triple Earth. Fine, I'll bring it. So we can give it a shot. Maybe Drought will be useful, right, guys? So Piranha does nothing here, unless it's randomly packing. I'm gonna Tesla here. Because if possible, 2 Teslas would probably bring my Taifu above its speed range. Yeah, that's actually really good damage. Why? You are a stall, Piranhians! You have so many other moves that are more useful than Nox Bomb. So why are you on Nox Bomb? Unbelievable. Truly absurd. This thing's probably gonna like V-Claws now or something. He's not even buffing now. Probably better from the Fluid Barrier even with not. I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, goodbye Volorend, okay, what do you have to kill Taifu now? And I guess we bring in Mudrid. Why does it show double screen? The items are like omega bugged right now. Like it's just there's so many bugs going on. It says my Taifu has Strange Vest right now. You can't trust any of the things they say for items right now. Great, yeah. I mean, the whole rest of the patch sucks. I saw that you didn't really mind it. I hate this patch. I despise it. Every fiber of my being. The only good change was like head charge, fiery ballad. Who knew? Adding moose to the game helps. Thanks for the lurk. And Enjoy my complaining. Well, official, thank you as well. I do it. Appreciate you guys here. How'd they even? Bug didn't change anything. It probably happened when they made like Hopeless Tonic reveal now, or whatever other item they added, like Has Trap reveal. Somehow they probably broke it that way. So we got Cold Geyser, Fluid Barrier, and Nox Bomb. Goated Piranha set. I'd rather get Piercing Wheel off here than anything else. Hello to you as well. Why bring the Waspine in here? If I had done that Piercing Wheel the other direction, that could have been bad for him. Wonder if Handcuffs... No, Handcuffs isn't revealed yet. Expect to be Cable's fault because both your Tems proc it. That could very well be the case. You really enjoy 2Kai this patch? Well... when you have limited options, I suppose you take what you can get. He wants to reset me? My whole +1 on my Taifu? Who cares? Do it. I dare him. It's going to get a lot of value. I mean, he can, but I've already won the game because he always has to have a weak slot into me now. Cowrin or Piranha. Like, I literally just swap in Turok here, Leech, and what's he gonna do about it? I don't think it's synergy, like, Swarmade's not off synergy yet. I think, and they removed the exhaust from it anyways, didn't they? Raze is an absolute unit. Yeah, I mean, you've been saying that. I believe you. What did Raze get? He got Fiery Heist. Which is good. I think most of us asked for that. It was just kind of interesting to ask for a baby time to get some, or middle time to get something. And they also buffed Fiery Heist so that it is high prio with synergy. So it's actually huge. Well, guys, we ignored the Piranha. You'll never guess what happened. The Nox Bomb Piranha lost, despite having type advantage. And Taifu stayed on the board the entire game and actually put in work. It is a very bulky Amphitheater. It's like max HP because they got rid of its prio. There's hardly any point in investing in speed. Yo, that did nothing. What? Oh, Fox, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I mean, that's really actually not great. Alright, Waspin's back up to full health. Still like speed on us, you can Tesla before opponents to make your ally faster. I mean, that's fair, but I mean, like, who's going to be using Amphitheater? If you want like speed control, you'll probably just always go Gazuma now. Speed matters. Maybe. I just like I'm sure it does matter. I don't think Amphitheater at all is the play. I feel like all natures just suck now. I don't know why they hit natures, and they overhit natures and wins, and then they didn't hit like toxics at all. It's just so weird. Hoping for a Nox Bomb here for the 4x resist. Yeah, this doesn't quite kill. We figured that out last time. Nice anti-OXs, so. Massive 20 damage. You're right, you're right. I was hoping I could Quartz Dirt here, but I don't think I have that luxury. I think I have to soil just to make sure it dies. I'd much rather face a Piranha in an endgame because it has such limited to no healing. So, like, yeah, I'm clicking Drought here because I'm in an endgame with a Piranha that has low stamina, and the biggest thing I want is for the Piranha to OX and me to bring in Taifu on swap, so I can leech it. So I really want him to just use something on Zyzera and OX, doesn't matter what. Alright, there we go. We got the OX. We're still in this. Yeah, I don't think Hurry War would be crazy. I think it would be, like, decent. Not crazy by any means. Alright, he got the energy reserves, but no first aid kit because we had the seized. So Drought actually did something. I can't deny that. Could have put Drought on Turok too, though. Have you played the patch much at all, Lulu? I know you said you haven't been super interested in playing Temtem much, but I was just curious if you played because you reacted so positively to the changes. And like after playing, like it feels so bad. Eight games, okay, fair enough. What kind of team you running? You know why you're more positive? You didn't play for 10 months. Feels better to you. Well, I mean that, and it's more like a. It's definitely your style of patch. It appreciates your play style. I do like that Piranha will probably be like at least B tier this patch for like the first time ever. I just think that so many of these, the good changes could have happened ages ago, and the bad changes either needed to come all at once or not at all. And by bad, I don't even necessarily mean bad changes. I just mean like all the moveset reworks. So you're basically running an uber meta team with Whiplump and Chromium. I guess Tolkien's on there, which is less good now. I think Drakash is, now with new Heat Discharge plus Has Trap, is just stupid. It's way too punishing. On a Tem that actually has a loaded kit with everything it wants to do, and like so another thing that's been really obvious with this patch is all the stat buffs that they gave everything are now having like huge effects. Because I was always saying, find a way to balance the Tems that isn't through stat changes. I have always been opposed to stat changes. Because now that we're in a meta where movesets matter probably just as much, if not more than stats, all of a sudden you have Tems that have movesets and stats despite having a bad typing, and they're just kind of like running around. And you still have Gazuma too. What other Tems? So if we sort by total stats, yeah, Piranha, like this is kind of one of his cases too. It's got so many stats now. Now it has like some decent moveset and a cheaper stamina main stab. Volcrane, yep, that's why Volcrane probably feels good. I'm actually surprised Lawali has this high base stat total. I thought it was crap. Like, it's got mediocre special attack, not great defense, not great HP. I'm actually surprised it's this high though. I guess that 60 base attack helps. Oh, Schween. Yes, Schween ended up now. This is... I want you guys to notice that this is before the stat buffs that Schween just got. This is... It just got... How many extra stats? 10 extra stats. So that places Schween as the second highest base stat total Tem. Second highest. Just keep that in mind. These stat changes was sometimes necessary, like you're saying Taifu still feels bad. No, Taifu may be like a rare exception. Everything else, like, I still hate what they did to Gazuma. Still hate it. That thing should not be able to take a CPG. It's only got one weakness. And it's just a speed control menace. I guess Drakash is down here now. I guess it's funny. Drakash used to be in like top 10 base stats at some point, but they've just raised the stats of everything else. Like, I'd be really curious if somebody grabbed the data of all the Tem's stats from, say, when Arbory released to now. I would be so curious to see like what the stat curve looked like. Schween's kind of cracked. No, here's the thing. So at the start of the stream, one of the first things I did, because I was trying to say that Schween should not have got that buff. So a plague from Lawali against a Schween before the buff, or no, it's after the buff, or I forget. I think it was before. Does 66 or less than 2/3 of its health when Shween just needs max HP. And that's the Wally, like the hardest hitting nature attack you can do turn 1. Like the hardest hitting one. Does less than 2/3. And they usually run double screen, and maybe even some defensive invest, because they don't need like fully max speed. So the fact that that Shween now has more stats to survive more easily, like you can't double in and kill a Shween, even with a 2x hit. And because Shween is just a value machine, and it's got a high base speed, anything that's mildly slow against it, it gets so much more value. And the fact that they're removing Prio means that even if you get it low, you can't finish it off as easily. It's just, alright, and then we're facing this team. I wasn't paying any attention to it, I was too busy complaining. If I ban Mastion and then just pick Zyzer, there's not a whole lot I think he can do. Kinu has like infinite moves and good traits, but I think getting stats is also what it needs. I haven't seen Kinu since it got the stat buffs. I don't think Kinu's in that situation. I think if you're going to give Kinu anything, you give it a little bit more speed to outspeed like Hazrat. Just enough so it reaches a meaningful breakpoint. I think that's all I did for Kinu. Is make it outspeed base speed Hazrat. Or like max speed Hazrat. Just, that's it. Because I don't think it needs a whole lot. And I mean, I don't think the HP and defense are going to matter. It doesn't really work with... It's trying to turn it into like a slow, bulky support. But it wants... I think it thrives more as a turbo hypno support rather than like the lifeful, revitalized denigrate. I know both sets are there, they exist, I don't think they're both equally good. I'm gonna ban Acronox so I don't have to keep Tolkien around if I don't want to. Food barrier, wrong description. Special, that would have been kind of interesting. Probably still too... Yeah, it would have been really interesting. I couldn't even say what that would be like because it's just weird to think. You don't think it's got to be bulk stats, some speed, and maybe some more stamina? See, that's funny. They took away stamina. Makes you really wonder. Makes you wonder. One point on Shween, they always said, people ask for stats, should attempt with this trait and those buff options be able to sit on the shield and pun it. And it's not even that. People always overlook the defensive typing. Shween only has 2 weaknesses, but it also has, like, I don't think it has too many resists, but it does resist a couple things. So, and any Tem with 2 or less weaknesses needs to be kept a close eye on. Any Tem. I think in general you really like the idea of the patch, but the execution is very iffy. So many changes that are pointless. Yeah, I mean, the idea was always good. The execution was bad. Like, like, even jokingly about the speedy Brock, yeah, I'm sad that Brock lost Plague for that reason. But, like, why did Brock lose Plague? Was Brock really that much of a problem that it had to lose Plague? If you're going by, like, oh, well, you know, it's a slow Tem with both access to both Prios, or to both stabs in one Prio, so we gotta take it down. Okay, why does Magmut have Fiery Soul and Soul Shout then? If you're gonna follow that logic. I'm not having it. Everything feels so random. Fat burner scunch. Weird. Oh, it doesn't kill. Interesting. Just Windburst the Quitch again. Like, buffing X amount of moves, then you look at the passion, there's like bubbles plus yeah. I really like what they did to Lookout. Yeah, I do too. I think it's a good change. Again though, it's one of those things that could have happened ages ago, and I think it would have seen more success. The move may have actually seen some use if it was used earlier. Scunch go zoom, still do punch. I don't think it doesn't hurt a whole lot, but it's interesting. Really like the execution changes. It might still not be the best move, but at least it would be exciting. I also... So the problem I have with the execution changes is that's like what made Trample unique, and then they're just like, we're going to make this move for Magmut. Oh darn, the move was useless. Who could have guessed it? And then we'll just add this to this other move instead. Good plan. Good plan. I don't particularly need a Doro, but this is definitely a good Taifu swap turn. You almost brought Extinction to Worlds? Or Execution, yeah. I could see that, for sure. Being mildly relevant for all this time is crazy. Wrong slot, buddy. Oh, that is not a lot of damage, though. I think I have to go after the Grumper instead. I actually wanted to swap in Minotaur to that slot, but we can pretend this was the plan. Gamma into Tesla. I'm not sure, or to a Thunder Strike. Depends on how much offense Invest the Grumper has. Yikes, my stamina. Yeah, I mean, this kind of sucks. I don't have a whole lot I can do about this. Inductor heals, yeah. I actually hope I die here, but I don't think I do. Random bullshit go. Weird move on Magma because you reach high hold and things are already crazy buffed. Yeah, basically, yeah. 7 health. So bad. So bad. The awake next turn when you send out Tolkien again. Hate Fiery Ballad. Don't understand why it is, but almost every time they make a new move. No, I really like Fiery Ballad. I really like it. I think it brings Volcrane into a point of relevancy. I tried it the first day, and I think if there were, if Lawali still had Apoxia, like Lawali would be a fantastic partner for Volcrane, and I think it would be really fun to run. I hope the tornado kills the Grumper so I can just be done with this stupid thing. Nice, okay. EFIP kind of sucks because I actually don't get synergy on whatever move now. Yeah, I bring in a Doro here because it forces Scunch to attack. Attack a Doro. Because I have Emanip. Even if I can't kill the Scunch, I can do a lot to it. Look at all the values on ballot. It's literally just a 0 hold move that happens to have 1 hold. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have opposed like a 0 hold move instead. My suggestion was add like a 50 or 60 base power move. Just make it like normal type and have +1 speed on it, and give it to like all attempts who wanted like old slingshot before. But they didn't do that. This is what they chose. But I think it's okay. Like I think it's still one of the better changes this patch. Dang, I wasn't expecting that play. One health, no! I should have doubled in on the Garundra. I wasn't thinking... It was not even a consideration that they would swap into Pocus here. If that was on the Minnow and then the Pocus like outsped, it could have been bad. I mean, we just bring in Zyzar here and... I don't know if I take a +1 Gamma, to be honest. Might actually even just swap in Taifu. Dang it. Not the play I was hoping for. At all. That sucks. At least Pocus wasted some stamina. And Grinder doesn't really get anything out of it. I think the design of Ballad's good. Easily cost 3 less stam, have 10 to 15 more BP, and give +2 on synergy. It wouldn't be any more problematic. I think it would be really problematic yet, but that's a fair take as well. Zyzer has to die here. Sounds like Valorant 2. Yeah, it doesn't sound healthy to me. Oh. There's a Gamma Burst on the Taifu. Okay. I was expecting a sleep. This works though. Now I just hasty lunge the Pocus slot twice and then I should just win because Garender dies. Skunch is never gonna kill Minotaur. And Pocus's big nuke is down now. I think I'm max attack Minotaur, so I'd be really surprised if the Pokes live this. Yeah, it's just gonna swap anyways. It just buys it a turn. It doesn't really help it at all. P-Jab on Taifu, who cares? I don't even think I'd die to an Oshi. It has to be a double in on the Taifu. Well, I'm surprised the Skunch outsped there. I guess max attack Fat Burner Skunch is pretty fat. Oh! No, I didn't get hit with a -1. Yeah, I guess it's just faster than I thought. It's gonna survive on 2 health. Ugh. Why? It doesn't even matter, you're not making any progress. Safe retreat? No, I got natural conversion. GG. I mean, the damage on natural conversion is pretty good. It's just that your opponent needs to not have toxics, and toxics are so common right now that you're just not gonna have a good game for it. And I mean, yeah, like Hypoxia, it's like, oh man, it kind of works, I guess. I guess the problem is probably just, I don't know, maybe Taifu's better than I thought. I don't know, like Taifu's actually been putting in decent work today. I think if they nerf toxics to match the power level of everything else, I think Taifu would be really solid. Can't see how it isn't. I think the problem is with Taifu right now is that there's so much stall around and Taifu is not a wall breaker. Taifu has no natural offensive scaling. And that's probably its biggest issue. Despite its trait giving it more damage, it's only more damage on when it's dealing less damage, you could say. Stuff like Nito Seiho isn't generally considered very good, costs less stam, does more damage than rely on synergy. Time split stat change is way higher. Costs way less. Time doesn't need synergy for less BP. Not really good compared to other one hold. I see what you're saying. I mean, I don't think time split's a fair comparison because time split's on 2 Tems that are generally considered bad, and mental is like the worst type in the game. So that makes sense. Melee is actually one of the better types in the game. And despite there being a few times that have Nito Seiho, I almost never see the thing used. Like, if you're running Aohi, you're running Oshidashi. If you're running Moala, I suppose you're running Moala. What else even gets Nito? I don't even know offhand. Osekai? I know you play it on Osekai Melee, but Saipat gets it? See, when was the last time you saw a Saipat get it? If you run it on Saipat, it's purely so you have double melee stabs. You never see it, and its power level is generally higher than Battle. The thing is that speed is a more valuable stat. And having like a self-raise on a carry is more valuable than a lower defense on something that is not great. Because the thing with Volcrane is you can hook into a ballad, and then all of a sudden you're +2/+1, and your ballad is going to hit for strong damage because it's stab and you're +2. You might not get a KO, but it depends on what your ally is doing. If there's no water types in the game, like all of a sudden Volcrane's pretty strong. I think it's something that really only will succeed against like slower and mid-range teams, though. I don't think it's something that it sucks against faster teams. I mean, wind synergy is a bit weird. Running winds generally have access to turbo. That's my biggest problem with it. That for sure is my biggest problem with it. Because I don't know why you would run it. Or, I mean, you still run it, probably just to have a turn 2. But you're probably clicking turbo anyways. So then you just end up like +3. Also, wow, is Adoro really gonna just go through the whole radar? I didn't think it would. Mental just sucks. The lowest base stat total time, everyone. Don't even need a 2x. Kill it. Mental's F tier for a reason. I still love how when Gallios came out and people were using Mental as a Gallios placeholder on tier lists and stuff. People were like, wait, why is Mental in like C tier or B tier? And then they're like acting like it could potentially be there. I don't think you could give you could give Mental a trait that raises all of its stats by +2 upon entering the board. Like you could give it half full that also gives speed and doesn't half your health, and Mental would still suck. Melee has so many strong turn 1 and 2 options. Compare that to fire, there's really isn't much. You got Quetzal, Lava Wave, Meteor Shower. Just over the double amount of available moves. There's really a reason to run Nito. Good points. Good points. I see Embers is cool for utility, that you can get a burn off, but it's not damage. So on Volcrane, when you're scaling your offenses with Hook, what you probably want turn 2 isn't damage reduction. You probably want to kill something. So I think that's kind of the difference. Yeah, it's good to see Workman, but it's kind of sad to see that he's on stall. I know he was happy about the Brockwork change. I still don't know why they didn't just add Revitalize, add the attack boost if they really wanted to on Brocklem, and then just not remove Plague. I am going to complain about that, and I really just want them to add Hypoxia back to Lawale and Plague back to Brockwork and Boomerang back to Saku. Those 3 changes. Just revert those 3, and I will be happy enough about the patch. I'll be happy enough. It won't be perfect. There's still Toxics running rampant, but please don't kill half the natures in this game. Like, I don't even have Plague on Amphitheater anymore, and it still gets banned. Wally losing a Hypoxia was head scratch? Yeah, definitely. It feels awful now. I want it. It's such an important Tem, I feel like. And it's just trash now. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same about Turok. I never had a strong attachment to Turok. I really don't even have anything I can do this game. This sucks. Saku's and Boomerangs, right? Still got Typhoon. That is a big BP difference. Isn't it like 14 or something? Or no, the Typhoon's 73. Yeah, no, you really want Boomerang on Saku. I have not run a Saku set without Boomerang. And I don't... The thing is, why are we removing things from Tems that aren't top tier? Like, why does Volrend get to sit in A tier this whole time and not lose anything? Even the Rotten Goo change removal on... This is interesting now. This is really interesting. I wasn't expecting a Babo to play. Why did Acronox just lose Rotten Goo? Like, it should have lost Soil Steam. Because Mud Shower can't get KOs. Soil Steam can. Mud Shower. It has Mud Shower. Either make Sting physical again, or make it lose Soil Steam. I don't care which, but it needs to be one or the other. And I can already hear YBL yelling at me, but... I think it needs to happen. It's not even a... It may happen, it needs to. Funny how Wastewater now has the same BP as TKS, but costs 10 more stamina. Fair points, but Toxics are still ridiculous, so I don't care that much. Yeah, this team sucks, by the way. I hate my team. I'm probably going to swap back over after this. I'm sick of facing Stall with this garbage. They should have never made Karen special. Now that's in this meta with Spamble. Soil Steam is too strong. Yeah, I mean... Kapora was the one that made that change. I feel like... Isn't he more of a... PvE player? Isn't that how we got like Aquatic Whirlwind Oshiara way back when too? When I never played, but I heard that a PvE player was like, wouldn't it be cool if Oshiara got this move? And then they added it, and then it was horrible for balance. Dropping ball and truck for wave, zero idea. Also wanted to lower its speed, increase its attack, and tactical strike. See, I didn't like wave. I think that Earthbreaker would have been so much cooler, and I would have been definitely in favor of that. But you know, it is an interesting change to Turok. I can't be mad at it entirely. Kapora still play. Been a while since you've seen Rangers. I think they fell off like last patch around the same time everyone else did. I haven't seen them around at all either. Minotaur has some value. What are the odds that Brockwork swaps in? A swap into Brockwork and a Revitalize on Brockwork? Probably. So then I want to bring in Tolkien. And do Leech on the Babua slot. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have done that because Revitalize just isn't going to help. Ticks are worth around 35 BP. You think it should cost more? Fair. Oshar always had aquatic ruin. They added hurry work. Oh, it was hurry. Okay, well, it was the same idea, so I was partially right. Okay, so I mean, I called that play. Yo, I could have killed the Brockwork there. That's not what I was expecting. Hook kick. I don't think I die to Toxic Slime hook kick. Especially from a burned Brockwork. But I will die to the Dim Mock if I don't swap out. I really needed some damage on this Boboa here. I just think Wastewater shouldn't even exist, honestly. We've already got Toxic Slime, which is ridiculous. I never even... this is actually the first time I'm registering that Toxic Slime was literally just current Wastewater until they decided to nerf Toxic Slime to just be bad Toxic Ink. Without realizing that, yeah, it's just like all of the Toxic moves are too strong. Oh, it's going to be double Revet? I really thought it was going to be Dimmok. Bark Shield, okay. Okay, that's fair. Gaia. Toxic's toxic. Oh, it's just like they should have more moves that don't have to apply toxic. You shouldn't have to. It's like they're all addicted to poison touch from Pokemon. Like, oh my goodness, it's a physical toxic move. It's gotta inflict poison. Toxic Slime was changed after wastewater really. Oh, come on. Cowering into that slot. Not the best, not the worst. Yeah, it's... yeah, dang it, side revet. Yeah, see, this is the problem with Taifu. It just... It's nice, but it doesn't have any wall breaking capabilities. What's gonna swap in here? It's not gonna be Rolder. He's definitely going to swap. Is it gonna be Bobo or Adoro? It's gotta be Bobo though, right? No, no swap. Decides to just take the nerf on damage. No front whip, that helps. But that's still way more damage than I wanted to take. Okay, Cowan going down here is huge. Yeah, I mean, Wastewater's not cool. I'm really not a fan of it either. I guess I'm not even... I'm not a fan of... Not a fan of a lot of the toxic moves, honestly. No! 1 health. 1 health. And get a revid off. And it doesn't... It OXs, but it doesn't die. Oh, and now because I'm -2 special attack, I just don't have anything I can do. I needed that to kill so badly. Because if that killed... I guess I was -1, he was +3. And it was a resist. But that still sucks. Any reason to use Psypat now? Because there's really no other good waters. That's about it. It still has ice cubes though, so it's not like he doesn't have prio. Strange Vestidaro. Oh, that sucks. So the balance changes no one ever thought about when implementing stuff, and you could feel it, yeah. Hydro 2 Kai knocks bombs, less damage than Psypat knocks bomb. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. Relax. Alright, I'm forfeiting. We're done here. Isidoro has enough speed to outspeed my Taifu at base. Or no, I clicked Gaia there, but it doesn't matter. That's the problem with Taifu. That is the problem with Taifu. Is it cannot wall break. So even if it can stay on the field forever, it just doesn't. It doesn't help. GG's Workman. Cool to see Brockwork get some value, but I am so sick of playing stall teams. Alright, what can I put on this team to make it better? I've got like 2 slots. I need to not be weak to digis or like electrics. Could add an electric. Electric's weak to earth. Electric nature, amphitheater. Amphitheater's typing's what I want, but what is, just for funnies, what is amphitheater's physical attack stat? Nah. Not gonna happen. Almost 4 AM, and you got therapy tomorrow. Sounds like you should get some sleep. Thanks for stopping in. But you should definitely head off. At least try and sleep. Plague T-Strike and Arachnite. I'm still weak to Digi then. I mean, I could be Digi Protect Arachnite. I guess I've only got 1 melee weakness right now, so I don't even care much about Digis. I care about water, or being weak to electric. I've got Electric and toxic. Earth type, but then I'm sort of weak to need. No, not really. What earth type should I add? Roller? No electrics. I don't think it's a good Volcrane game. Team. Could always add Gario, but I think that's probably not the play. Could add Size Munch. Honestly. Size Munch or Osekai. Watch my stream, you want to stay and have a good time, just never check Twitch during the night usually. Yeah, fair enough. I've been streaming during, like, a lot earlier on the weekends, but I work during the day. Like, have a full-time job, so I don't get to stream earlier during the week anymore. Earth Chromion. I love all the Chromions. I do. I think they're fun, and really, you could almost run them on any team. Actually, I have 2 fires. You're right. Maybe Earth Chromion is the play. Maybe it is the play. I don't see it. Oh, it's right there. I feel like if you're not hard countering stall right now, your team should be readjusted. I've got, like, 1, 2 H slap, 3 H slaps, heat up, and a rage. So all 5 of these Tems have like a way to hurt stall pretty bad, and I've got a Mimit too. Refresh Nature Chromion has been dying to Bennis Yowler's suplex before it killed anything. He's sad. Problem is the Mimit's actually a physical Mimit. Second for H. I've got Anatan. 2-Vine Anatan. And I'll actually need to slow my Piranha down a little bit. There's no reason to have it this fast. But more in attack. I mean, I could do Pigment Inverter, so this helps me against wind. You can give it a shot. Got Drought. Or Hologram. I don't. This is not a data corruption. Maybe it's just binary for spread. Don't know. Yeah, I like marbles on Chromion, but I think this team, or this one, is going to be iron coating. Drought ad shot? You don't need ad shot for Drought anymore. They got rid of the OX. 2-Vine's Crystal? Yeah, 2-Vine gets H slap. Alright, I was actually going to change the trait in the item. I was going to go back to bait. Because Determined is just too much value. I almost lost the game against a Volerin because of it. Okay, what? Now I need like one more slot. I'm now kind of weak to water. So I still need an electric in the end. I don't know. I mean, Reignite might be the play. Electric Custodian could be really good. We go Perfect Jab. New Electromagnetism's nuts. And then just go like Sparkling Bullet with Taser or something. I don't want to run E-Punch with only one Digi that I'm probably not even going to run all the time. Got issues hurting stall, prevent them from buffing with Volgon. So this team doesn't, I didn't have any issues with stall. This team I actually had issues with full Digi aggro because I had a really big fire and Digi weakness. It was awful. I'm just going to go 61. I'm not going to go super duper high speed invest. Probably 172. Spell speed Piranha. Maybe I don't have any neutrals. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Hypno's not the play. Maybe it's E-Punch, or maybe I go Paizo, just so I have a better damage option. And then I can invest some attack, so I'm not completely useless. I could go Slingshot instead of Taser, too. That might be the play. Oh, I get value with P-Jab, guys. Almost forgot to give this thing stats. DV... I think I gotta go 68 stam then. 265 is the breakpoint I like to reach on Chromions. Good enough. Okay. Superconduct Volgon with the cable item. It's kind of interesting. GG. Yeah, GG. Stall is not something... I was just trying out some Tems, but it was cool to see you're making Brockwork work on a stall team. It's very interesting. I love to see it. GG for sure. I try to place Acro Tyrannac with Nature Chromion. You've been enjoying them too much. You've not been enjoying them much. I think Tyrannac is too slow for your team. Fair enough. You log back in because they gave Brockwork. Yeah, I saw you were cheering about it. I just wish they wouldn't have taken Plague away from Broccolum, because I love Broccolum and I think it's a really solid Tem. I didn't think it needed the nerf. I don't know why they're so set on removing tools and hardly ever add. And if they do add, they always take something away. At least like over half the time, they genuinely take something away every time they add it. Raise sounds neat. It does, yeah. Didn't realize they took Plague. Yeah, yeah. They gave Broccolum like 3 more points in attack, and they gave it Revit, and then they took away Plague. Their whole thing for the patch was that they wanted to nerf Tems that had both turn 1 of both stabs and prio, but they didn't really understand the real problem. They didn't understand the foundational issues. So it seems like they did that for some Tems without a whole lot more of a direction. And it's really been not a great patch. It's been my least favorite patch since I've started playing. You liked Brockwork being physical and Brocklin being special. See, but what you misunderstood this entire time is that Brockwork was never supposed to be special, or Brocklin was never supposed to be special. They were both supposed to be physical the whole time. No, I get what you're saying. I 100% agree. Also, I was thinking you were gonna dim mock me because they buffed dim mock. I was not expect. That threw me off too when I swapped out the Tolkien initially. I was like, ah, shoot, I'm in dim mock range. And then I gave you a free bark shield. And then the 1 health live, yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking about our game now. It was so painful. Also, it's funny. You're the first Cowran I've faced that's had roar since the update. Almost every single one I face is running some other move instead. I don't really know why. I think roar is insane value. But yeah. Also, I forgot to relog after the sparkles started stacking up, so there might be a little bit of lag on your guys' end. Sorry about that. Like this player, I don't think they're running. I don't think they're running roar on their Cowran. More stall? Yeah, I mean, it stalls the meta right now. Like I said, I think my team is pretty solid against stall, so I'm not immediately super afraid. You don't like this patch is that you keep buffing your opponents. Buff to Water Custodian Naga with Flood. Hey, I mean the first day of the stream, I clicked turbo on the opposing team. I thought I had Hurricane selected on my low ollie. Oh, I was debating between the two. I thought I decided on Hurricane and clicked the opponents. But apparently I clicked turbo instead, and so I turboed my opponents, and I just conceded the turn after. You actually banned the Chromion. That's funny. I am probably banning the Tutsu, actually. Or the Gorong. If I ban the Gorong, I can go double Tutsu. Or two. Oh man, I cannot get the names right. Double Tuvine. There's not a whole lot he's got against double Tuvine. Nak, Akra, Nature Chrome are 3 of your Naga answers though, so not too keen on putting Raise there. Yeah, that would be problematic for sure. Nature Chrome has the poor man's Pupoys. I like a lot of baby Tems, but Pupoys is one I've never made really successful. It always just feels kind of bad to me. Maybe you go back to max speed Scaravolt. But your priority just, you have like DC Beam and Voltapuncture. It's just non-existent. It's a funny thought though, you reach like 231. It's not quite 232, which kind of sucks. Raise isn't that bad against current Naga though. Maybe not. I think I'm going to ban the Piranha. I don't want to have to deal with an opposing energy reserves. DC Beam and Drakash Fire Soul kills Ukama. Good point. Yeah, definitely. No Tutsu. I forget if this Vol is Strange Vest or not. Just got put in gold because people insta-forfeited twice in a row. I mean, hey, you might as well take it. He didn't... No nid? Excuse me? What do you do against this lead? It is Strange Vest. Even if the Grumper lived or he swapped, it would have unfrozen. Double War Drum, yeah. Yikes. Live. Nice. How broken is Piranha? I think it's very strong this patch. I think the only reason that people might not be playing it is purely because the Toxics got kind of untouched. I think it's gonna be, it would be a very irrelevant Tem, and I'm gonna be running it for like as long as I bother to play the patch. It will probably be this. I mean, I'm probably just gonna refine this team throughout the entire patch and just call it good, no matter how it ends up. What makes Piranha strong this patch but not last patch? So the biggest thing is the Cold Geyser stamina buff. So Cold Geyser costs 4 less stamina, which means you can actually click it without as much of a without putting yourself at as much of a disadvantage. The other thing is it got head charge, which like isn't perfect, but I think it's meaningful coverage, and you can get defense raises, which is a stat that Piranha loves to have. You think it's been strong for a while? I mean, that's fair. You're not playing Piranha when OCR is broken. Is OCR broken? Alright, 65. It's gonna live on like 2 health. This is tough. I don't know. If I don't kill Pig this turn, then bad stuff happens. But I also really want a Piranha alive to deal with Karen. Movie was mid. Yeah, I mean, I feel like most Mimi Shark movies are. Div. Alright, so Yowler's back up to over half. HGN, good to see ya. I mean, I'm doing a little better today. I tried out some of the Tems that got changed, and I mean, my suspicions were pretty accurate, I feel. Most Tems felt fine. I mean, I disagree, but you're welcome to also disagree. Dang, toughen. Okay. Oh, he does have boomerang. It's underwater Paris on the, or water under Paris. Digi, you're all Digi? Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Digi's pretty good, I feel. Eating wires and circuits. Fair enough. Hibernate, okay. Yeah, this Volarant sucks. If it wasn't Strange Vest, I could have killed it way earlier, but all these special defense boosts are actually raising his defense, and I'm a defense-based team. So I hate it's back to old Volarant, where you just have to ban it. Temtem animate permanent delays, the techniques keep changing, and they have to reanimate. I love Yowler. I mean, I hate this brand of Yowler. These are the ones I hate. Yeah, just ta-da, +8 randomly. So I now have a physical based team against a +5 and a +8 Tem. The difference in damage between H-Slap and CPG is not a whole lot right now. Why would I lower its defense when it's lowering its special defense? Because I have Water Blade on Mastion that may be able to finish it off even though resisted later. It sucks. Want to win or lose by turn 2? That's how aggro you're playing? Oh, yeah, Kip would definitely agree with you. Oh my goodness. And it's just beef up and then it's going to be Winter's Call. Like, what? I hate this. Two physical fishers on the same team is kind of crazy. I know. I can't... No, Anatan can't carry because there's a Karen in the back. Plus, like, the Yowler's still +5. It's not irrelevant. Yikes, like, look at that. I have to gamble on a Soil Steam onto the Anatan slot, and then Yowler OXing here. That's my only chance of victory. Yeah, I mean, I hate this patch still. I think there's just not a lot of appealing changes. Self-Stonewall. Clinch, but it doesn't OX. Well, Yowler can choose to kill one of these two, but then he'll OX, and he'll take a lot of damage in the process. Oh my goodness, the Cowrin stayed in! Are you serious? I could have won! I could have won. Oh, that sucks. That so sucks! That was insanely risky if I just attacked the... Yeah, I guess it's like a 50-50 there. Because I could double in and kill the Cowrin, but then if Volerant swaps in, it's a wasted turn and I still lose one. God, I hate these teams. I hate Volerant, and I hate Cowrin. The rest of them don't matter. But once again, like I said, the Cowrin is not running Roar, it is running Petrify instead. It has Stonewall, Soil Steam, Petrify, and Psychosis. It is not running Roar. But because it wasn't running Roar in that situation, she beat me. Stack melees. Yeah, I mean, like, your Marbles Gorong Mooflank lead is probably pretty solid. There's not a whole lot of mentals around. Always wins if he swaps Cower in there. Exactly. The only way he doesn't win is if I kill a Yowler. Which I guess if I kill it doesn't... Even if he petrifies me, I still, yeah. You see 2 mentals half your games? Really? Want to trade? Slingshot chain Inky. I've heard about that. I don't think it's good. Could be wrong though. I'm probably gonna be done after this. But we'll play one more. Piranha still feels good. I didn't use either of these two. I know that Chromion got banned. But we'll see. Good luck, have fun. Doesn't have to be lower than 60, it is. Earth Chromion? I needed an Earth type, and I have 2 fires on this team, so... Ta-da, Earth Chromion. That's basically what happened. Ban the Gorong because... then I just pick 2 Vine. Oh darn, he was still here. It's 100% first ban, right? You're right, you're right. Orange side sucks in this matchup. If I ban Golzy, then he bans Anatan and I lose. If I ban Inky, I'm just all around at a disadvantage. Golzy can even kill me. Oh, I guess we try Inky. Keep asking questions to expose him. This patch is getting me. You feel it? No, yeah, it's all. I hate this patch. I want to run natures and I can't run natures. I don't know why they hit natures so hard. They didn't need it, and they like I can't run Broccolum, Lawali, or Amphitheater. Which, if you watch like most of my past teams, those are my 3 natures that I use, and I don't feel like they were ever like absurdly strong. And then you also don't have wins. So Toxics are pretty much able to roam free. So it's just kind of a moment of like, what do you even do? We'll try the Ragnit this time. Run Brockwork, please. I have tried running Brockwork in the past and it disappointed me so bad. So bad. Led Mimid into a Tyrannac. Yeah, I guess I got so used to facing off against frightening Tyrannacs, I forgot that Intimidator exists. It happens. Logic was to fully shake up the meta. Well, I know that was the plan. Just Conchas has trap? Sure, why not? Yeah, it looks like they modified about 1/3 of the roster. If they did the whole roster, then, you know, things might have been alright, but they didn't. Oh yeah, I don't even get tag team here either. Haito on the swap gamble. Fair enough. Did not make that play though. Raken is near if you considered fire equation. So 279. I cannot kill this Scunch with one more attack. I can't do it. I need 2. It sucks. Copy the Tyrannac amendment and swap out. Stay Tyrannac on swap in. No. Gonna yoink my Ragnet? I don't care. The fact that I can't 3-hit KO this Skunch and that I made that mess up at the start is what really killed me beyond repair. Okay, and now I don't even kill the Skunch. I was trying to predict for a swap, but apparently my 2-2 just sucks. It was a gamble. I was predicting a swap and didn't get it, and game over. Oh well. I can't. I'm 2 Tems down, and he still has all of his Tems. I haven't even killed one. I was just saying. I remember when 2-2 and 2-Vine had Nox Bomb, and then you could 3-hit KO a typical Tyrannac. That's not possible anymore. And now I'm trapped into the Golzy. That's a good play. Base jump into the Proteant or Rampage. Goring Oshi to knock it out next turn then. Oh, it's a bulky Golzy, I guess. Man, how fast of a move flank are you running? Electromagnetism is actually pretty high prio now. It was very high prio. I live, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna end up with double Ragnet in because I guess I trapped myself, but I'm gonna end up with double Ragnet in an endgame against Tyrannac. I'm not playing well. I just gotta call it. This patch is not healthy for me. Natures were some of my best counters to electric types in the past because you can resist, like something like Plague into Golzy was really nice. And it's like if Minotaur had a good partner with a good nature that wasn't, you know, a Volphy, that would be nice too. Hey Knight, we're just about to end the stream here. I'm getting super frustrated. So. Yeah, patch is still awful. I like there's only 2 good natures, and they're Tyrannac and Volphy. So it's like your options are really limited. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Ragnet didn't do anything for me there. Chromion still got banned. Maybe Chromion is worth keeping around. Still got work to do with refining this team. I don't know. I want to make it work. I still think Piranha's really good. I think 222 Vine's good. I think Mimit's strong. Maybe Anatan's troll, but... Soon find the team? No, I genuinely hate this patch. I'm getting more dislikes on my videos, actually. It's kind of funny because I'm, like, shit-talking it so much. Because some people do like the patch. And I think that's fine. I think my opinion is that it is bad. Got a kick out of the balance changes. Yeah, I mean, at least the game was already on its way down. If the game was at its peak and this update released, I would be beyond pissed. With this, I'm just kind of... I think I'm more, like, exhausted than anything. I'm just ready to be done with Crema, almost. If Chromion was any Digi, you ban it. Digi Chromion incoming, yeah. I can see that. GG's. That wasn't what was made better, it was what was left unchanged. I feel like those... Yeah, that's basically what I was saying. I was saying, like, if this is, like, your normal Tems at the last patch, this is what happened to, like, some of the Tems power level. And it's just, like, the rest of them, like, despite not being changed, are still higher. But then you get stuff like Acronox and Volorend, which are already top tier and weren't changed at all. Then you got Tyrannac and Chimerian, which were changed, but hardly. Even though I think Chimerian's a lot more healthy without Straw Shield and without free Prio. I think it's still very strong. I don't know what I'd really change with it, though. You'll probably just leave it as is. I guess Chimerian's another nature you could run. I don't think I've even run into that many. I think a lot of people are just running fires because waters aren't as common. Vola needs another hit. I mean, you say another hit. When was the last time it got hit? Stalling matchups and more skill dependent. Yeah, I mean, the game's just kind of like switching over to a different kind of playstyle. Yeah, I mean, the game's just gonna do... you know... Maybe I need a Toxic on this team. That would help me with my water weakness. What Toxic do I put on the team? Maybe Acronox is the play instead of Chromion. I mean, I know Chromion's getting banned. Maybe I switch Chromion's trait and still put Acronox. Like, Guldur and Nox have been mostly irrelevant for a long time, and then they changed pollution, so it's, like, not any better than it was before. I've got a couple waters. I could go Hazrat, but I don't need another Earth weakness like that. Calibus is just kind of whatever. Calibus was like the one Toxic that got a nerf that actually hurt it. The only one. I don't know. They actually buffed Vola twice in a row. Yeah, I don't... The Windburst add on Aerobic was weird. It was very strange. Return 1 damage after they buffed everyone's stats. Yeah, yep. That's... if they did this change before they did all the stat changes, that would be pretty crazy. Always have 1 or 2 counters to stall as stall. Maybe. Base attack's been buffed and it got Windburst. Yeah. Yeah. Really just question for the testing they have for balancing. Like, who said, yeah, this is good? Well, I think that they really do test it in a vacuum. Like, if you probably look at the Lawali change and you probably think, like, you're probably like, actually, it makes me wonder if they did test. Like, you can't test Lawali and be like, yeah, this feels good to play. You can't. Like, it doesn't. It doesn't. Same thing with Amphitheater. If you're only clicking Tesla Prison on it anyways, sure, but what happens if you face an Earth? You're forced to run allergic spread. Allergic spread sucks. Why can't you let the fastest Tem in the game have its identity of being fast and allow it to have a priority move? And I think I still, like, one of the things I'm most curious about is what do they think the problem with Zyzer was or is? Was the problem with Zyzer that it was always, like, sitting in C tier and never really used above other Earths? That they decided to give it 4 more HP and 2 moves that it won't use, really. Even though I did get a little bit of use out of Drought today, it's not flipping the Tem from viable or from unviable to viable. Far too less buffs. Yeah, I mean, they act... I know what they said at some point, with everything that they removed, they were going to add something in place of it. And I was kind of excited for that. Like, okay, if you remove something, you add something in place. I mean, they did it sometimes. Drought's very good on Zyzer as the 3rd turn move. Yeah, but like the other play is that your opponents just don't hit the Zyzer. I guess I don't know. I suppose Zyzer's good with Naga now. You could probably run Zyzer, Naga, and 2-wire on the same team and probably see some success. I don't know. I'm probably going to call it with streams for the weekend, or for the week. I might just do a tier list this weekend and get it out of the way. I'll probably play like 1 or 2 games every day, just see what's going on. And then I'll probably just go back to casually playing once a week until I just don't feel like playing anymore. I was hoping the patch would bring some excitement, but it, no. So I'm not gonna like force myself to play. Once a week is plenty. I was debating on almost quitting entirely. But I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to quit entirely. I'm gonna at least check out what 1.8 has. So it's not like I'm gonna make that claim, but it's tough. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry for another depressing stream. Hopefully I'll be in a good mood after a few more days and can at least do a tier list and help some of the players that actually still stop in and are interested in the game as new players. Who knows, maybe like if you're coming into the game with things like this, maybe it won't be nearly as bad. So you'll turn on stream. I mean, yeah, you can take over the the role of streaming PvP while I don't stream it like hardly ever. Yeah, okay. So it sounds like Sazak's, like, if you're gonna stream, like, feel free to just say, like, head over to his stream. Then he'll probably do some more PvP and try stuff out. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I do appreciate all your support regardless. Even if Temtem doesn't have anything to look forward to, I've been making progress a lot faster on my game than I ever expected. Still gonna take my time with it though, but I think there'll be some exciting things with it in the next couple months. Might be able to release like a full battle trailer, hopefully in a month or 2, and I think that'll be really cool. I've still been getting really excited for my game, because seeing progress is cool too. So, already live? Alright, we'll head over and raid you. Just in case there's any like lurkers around, get some more views. Alright, let's see. /raid. Alright, there we go. So Zax can entertain y'all with some more PvP. I'll hopefully catch y'all this weekend, but honestly, no guarantees. If I'm not feeling it, I'll probably put it off another week. That's all I got today. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.